It's really unprecedented. It is. It's never been done before. Nothing close. And it's funny too, because if you say the Patriots to people, it conjures up, rightly so many different feelings and opinions. People hate a winner, anything like that, obviously. And then the true believers, it's just like almost, it's such a deep love and idol worship. But along with that success comes some people that just go, the Patriots and pretty boy Tom Brady and everything. How did you do it? I usually wouldn't ask that question, but what do you think really was the key to that probably is the most successful run of any professional sports team?
Well, you folks know it's true in business that look at your team, how you guys have been together.
That's what I was thinking.
You get great ratings.
I was thinking the same thing. Patriots, Squawk Box. I didn't want to say that myself, but
it's always used as an example in our morning meeting here with the team. But, 17 years ago on Super Bowl Sunday, February 3rd, we were the biggest underdog in the history of the Super Bowl, and all of America was in our corner. And we've had a pretty good run, and we understand everyone wants a turn at it. But we're going to keep doing our best to get people to, some of whom root against us, to be doing it for a while. It's good for the networks because there's a great passion with those fans who don't like it. But
right.
we've been privileged to keep continuity with two people who are unbelievable at what they do. And even when you're running a business, keeping continuity and having people keep their egos under control. And think about it, it's almost 2 decades we've been able to keep this thing running together.
Yeah, and it's that the animosity, I've never heard it really directed at you, but we'd have to take our pick between your coach and your quarterback as to who is more of a lightning rod for both the love and the criticism. But I would give credit to all three of you as being part of the magic in a bottle, whatever it is. It took
it's the
three.
Triumvirate.
Right. Yeah, it took three to do it.
But in the world we're living in, people are looking to connect and brand with something they feel good about. And I think the NFL product being once a week, people in communities really come together. I think last Sunday, we had 35,000 people come to our stadium for a send-off. They started lining up at 2:30 in the morning. They saw the players and coaches for 20 minutes at 11 o'clock. And there was such good karma and good feeling. It is important that people find things outside of their immediate life to brand with. And
agreed, yeah.
We've tried to bring pride with our franchise.
See, I'm hearing already that if you take the Green Bay Packers NFL championships, that they've actually, pre-merger, they've got more. So I'm going to be hearing immediately from, it's amazing what you hear. It's great. I think it's great that fans are so engaged. Bob, I got so many things to think about. Can we talk about just quickly that call and instant replay? And what do we need? I mean, don't you just need to say that not every call is always going to be correct? I'm sure there's things you can remember in the past in Patriot games where it's like the game seems to turn on maybe a bad call, but we don't need more instant replay and challenges, do we? I just keep hearing about what happened to the Saints, and I mean, what's the answer to that? What's Goodell thinking?
Well, we have one game left, and I love the refs, and I think they do a terrific job.
Okay.
And back in '76, the Patriots were playing out at the Raiders, and ref Ben Dreith made a call on Sugar Bear Hamilton, and similar kind of play. And this goes on in sport. Nothing is perfect, and but the intent is always to get it right.
You've always got like a receiver that it's just like, God, he's not that tall. He just doesn't seem that fast. He's not that. And you've always got one, which makes in Gronk and everything else. But it always makes me come back to to the notion that someone is making those receivers look good, I guess, right? And then someone has a line that's allowing him to make the receivers look good. So it's just hard to say that it's any one person, but Brady is something special. There's no doubt. And he's a lightning rod, too. He's too good looking. He's too tall. He's got, his family life is too great. He's just got too many things. I hate him.
But he is the real deal. He's one of the greatest, nicest people. He's the same guy he was 19 years ago. But you put your finger on something that's underappreciated with a lot of teams. Our offensive line is unbelievable, and they've been doing a great job, setting up our running game, protecting Brady, and they're in the trenches doing it without a lot of notoriety, but they are very special and probably one of our most unique special assets.
Hey, Robert, you started out talking about continuity and how important that is. There have been so many questions asked about Tom Brady's future. He says this is not going to be his last game. What do you expect the future to hold in terms of his relationship and still being there as the quarterback with you?
Well, we've been so lucky to have him, and he's someone who wants to perform at a very high level, and when he can't do it, he'll want to pack it in. And look, he's led the team to 3 straight Super Bowls, 4 in the last 5 years. People love to talk about age, but we look at performance and ability to execute, and he also puts the sweat equity in to do the things he has to do in the offseason to prepare and be right. So I hope he's with us for many years to come, and I believe that's his intent.
How's that negotiation going to go? How hard is it to negotiate with a guy that you love and you consider family?
And he can get whatever he wants. Well, one of the things about him is the most important thing to him is to win and not to make money. And so I think he understands that if we pay him a fair wage, whatever we don't pay him is going to players to make him better. And if we do well, the player who gets the most credit, and it's like annuity income for the rest of your life, is the quarterback of any great team. You think back. And he was smart enough to understand that a number of years ago when we were negotiating. And it's not like whatever we don't pay him, we put in our pocket. We use it to make the rest of the team better.
Right. So what about, I saw something, Bob, about whether your coach Belichick is not going to retire. What do you have any additional info for us on what his plans are that you can share with us?
Well, the three of you know the key to life is enjoy the people you're working with and be passionate about what you're doing. And I think Bill has proven how outstanding he is. He has a great work ethic. He's the best at what he does in the history of the game, in my opinion. And I believe he'll be doing it for a number of years with us as well.
He's tough, though. I mean,
that's my job to do that. We've done it for 19 years. We've done it for 19 years in a business. I think I read there have been 186 coaches hired in the period that he's been with us for the 19 years. So,
but there was a question: would you rather be loved or respect? Would you rather be loved or respected? I kind of think maybe you're both, but
loved or feared.
Loved or feared? Yeah, loved or feared or respected. I don't. Bill seems like he might.
I think
is he
that's
loved and feared?
All three are good. I think all three are good because to be loved and respected from time to time, you need a little neck snapping, and I think people have to know you have that side, but you try not to use it too often.
Yep.
Hey, Bob, Super Bowl considered one of the biggest gambling days typically of the year. What do you think of the future of sports gambling?
I think it's tremendous opportunity to engage young people and also a form of entertainment that can be very modest and be great for the game. We're really excited. The opportunity for prop bets and have a lot of fun and entertainment around games. I think even games that some people might consider meaningless, combining that with fantasy, I think it's a great opportunity in the whole area of entertainment.
And I saw, by the way, you're going to get a new pair of Nike sneakers for the game. What do you got going on?
Yeah, well, we have Mark Parker and his whole crew have been great to me, and we have a lot of fun with our Air Force Ones, and I think I know my players will love what they've done for me, and they follow it pretty closely, and Nike's been a great partner.
Yep. We didn't get to talk about the box business and the economy that much. We didn't get to talk about criminal justice reform and Meek and Michael Rubin and all the great things you're doing with that as well, Bob. But
it's just an invitation to come back.
Yeah, it's an invitation. I do remember those old helmets, and I lived in Boston.
I love it.
Yeah, and the Patriots weren't any good. So you made the Patriots great. I don't know if you made them great again, but you certainly made them great. And it wasn't like that when I was there. I'll tell you that much.
Well, I didn't know if you were inferring that we needed you to move out of the community to be able to uplift them. Is that what you were saying?
And you don't.
But you know where I moved to? I moved to L.A. and helped out there. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, but I'll just tell you, this whole area of criminal justice reform, what Meek and Michael Rubin are doing is pretty special. And the objective of getting 1 million people out of the criminal justice system that are there unfairly is so important. And I think we're really on to something there.
I agree. It's good. And it's, wow, we got some crazy stuff going on with it. I mean, just talking to you, Bob, the lights are going wacky here, almost like it's like we're at the Super Bowl or something. Anyway.
And I'll tell you, the economy is doing pretty well. Our packaging business is still doing well, and I think that's a function of what's going on in the general economy. I hope we get a settlement in China, and if we do, I really believe the Western world is set up for a good future.